Coach Martha here from Inspire Weight Loss, and I want to talk to you about something that we talk about here at Inspire all the time, and that's metabolic age. When you come in for a consultation, we look at your metabolic age and see how your metabolism is doing. Now, most people don't know that there's 4 stages of our metabolism, and I want to talk to you about that today. So number 1 is the youthful metabolic age of 0 to 25 years old. And that's when, in my case, when I was 18, I was a size 00, and that's not happening again. Back then, my body really turned food into energy really quickly. Our metabolism was at prime. It supported growth, development, and so, we ate anything we wanted to, and we were feeling great, and we were still staying size 0. Then we shift over to the metabolic age number 2, stage number 2, which is the maintenance stage, and that's from ages 25 to 50. And so that's when we transition into adulthood, and our metabolic age tends to stabilize. So it tends to stay stable. Now, what happens is that a lot of times, while it's staying stable, we do notice like subtle changes in our weight and also gradually losing lean muscle mass. And so a lot of times our clients come in here that are within the ages of 35 and 50, and they're like, man, I eat everything that I used to eat. Like, I eat very healthy, I work out every single day, and like things are not happening, things are not changing. That is very typical with the metabolism stabilizing at a certain rate, and we have to give it a push, a jump, and get your body to burn fat again. Then we have stage number 3, and that's the declining metabolic age, and that's from ages of 50 to 70. And so what happens at this stage is that there's hormonal changes. The client can be postmenopausal. Fat starts accumulating in the middle section here, especially in the lower abdominal area. We start seeing a decrease of muscle mass. So we start gaining, and it doesn't matter if you were super skinny back in the day. At this stage, whether somebody's extremely skinny, they still start gathering in the bottom, in the lower abdominal area. So that's super common. We see that here all the time, but the good news is that we can do something about that. Then you have the senior metabolic age stage, and the senior metabolic age is 70 years and up. And so here, the metabolism continues to decline. And so it's very, very important that at this stage, clients are just focusing on exercise and creating lean muscle mass, continuing to be flexible, like making sure that they're doing exercises that, are good for their body and their limitations, right? And making sure that their core is staying intact and they're continuing to be flexible, which is super important. And they eat nutrient-dense foods because, naturally, that's what happens with our metabolism. It goes from stage to stage to stage to stage. And for me, for example, when I was 42 years old, I was in stage 4 of the metabolism. I was at an 86-year-old stage, and there's so many reasons why. So there's a 4 stages of metabolism, and then there's different reasons why we tend to fall into stages that are not within our natural age. So excess fat is one of those reasons. Not having enough lean muscle mass is one of those reasons. Certain chronic diseases causes our metabolism to slow down. Also, certain prescription drugs do as well. Hormone imbalance, of course. There's several reasons why our bodies shift from stage to stage. And when I was 42, I was 86 of metabolic age, and it's like, whoa, I need to do what it takes to get myself back to the stage of my natural age. And so in my scenario, like what was happening with me is that I had way too much fat mass and I did not have enough muscle mass. Thankfully, I didn't have any chronic disease or prescription drugs that I was taking that caused my metabolism to slow down. So then what I focused on was to get rid of fat mass and to gain muscle mass. And I've gained 10 pounds of muscle just in the last few years, which for me is great because I'm 48 years old and my body type doesn't produce muscle mass that quickly. So I have to really work at it. So these are things that we talk about at Inspire Weight Loss. At our consultation, we also, once the client is done with their program, we go back and we look at their metabolic age and we see where they landed and see if you know, what's the next step. We also stabilize the client's hypothalamus gland so then they can continue burning that way. So I've been maintaining my weight loss for almost 6 years now, and that's because once I lost the fat, I stabilized my gland and I continued to burn at my natural age. So I was an 86-year-old metabolic age, and now I'm a 48-year-old metabolic age, and that's my natural age. So that is our hope for our clients, is that we can give their metabolism a jump and get their bodies to burn again, and then stabilize them at the stage that they're supposed to be. If you have any questions about metabolic age, just reach out to me, message us, call us. Our consultations are free, so you can come in and we can run your numbers and see where you're at. Have a good day.